How's it going, space friends? In this video we're going to be taking a look at a PVE fit for the Catalyst Navy issue, and I recommend using this fit for Highsec combat exploration in Gallente space, where you encounter the Serpentis pirates, and you can do DED 3 out of 10 hunting there by doing the Serpentis hideaways and refuges with this ship, and when you do enough of those you'll eventually get an escalation, and sometimes the escalation is in low sec. Other times it's in high sec, but if it's in low sec, I do not recommend using the Catalyst Navy issue for those. Instead, go for the regular Catalyst, which can also do them. However, it's a bit slower and might get blown up in those sites, potentially if you get too close to the NPCs, but it should still be doable. And if you lose this ship either to the site or to a gate camp or to a hunter or something like that, then you're not set back as much ISK as you would if you used the Catalyst Navy issue. Now the regular Catalyst is about between 15 and 17 mil, whereas the Catalyst Navy issue is 36 to 40 mil, depending on when and where you buy it. So you can get a couple of those regular catalysts for one Catalyst Navy issue, but in Highsec the Catalyst Navy issue is a much better option. It does all those combat anomalies a lot faster, and also the escalations if you get them in Highsec. So then you can also do low level missions with this. You can definitely do level 1 and level 2 missions, but potentially you can also do level 3s, although I haven't tested that out yet with this fit. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you do one of those and you can do the level 3 missions with it. You should be able to, like if you use a lot of spike ammo and you keep far away from the targets and whatnot, but they should be more easily done probably in a cruiser or a combat battle cruiser or something like that, which can tank the sites a lot better and potentially have more DPS than the Catalyst Navy issue. Alright, so let's take a look at the fit here. In the high slots we have 6 of these 150mm railguns Tech 2. Now I recommend training up the Tech 2 railguns. You can do that with an alpha account as well, because you get access to the spike ammo, which increases your DPS at high ranges a lot more. Now if we simulate this fit and check out the spike ammo here, we can see that the range is about 68 kilometers with my skills. Also using the tracking computer here with the optimal range script, but if your skills are a bit lower than mine, then you may be able to get still like 55 to 60 kilometer range with a bit lower skills. But the spike ammo is still really good to have, so I recommend training up those guns. And then in the utility high slot we have a core probe launcher, because there are some good sites that you can probably probe down with this fit, although train up your scanning skills as much as possible, because this ship does not get a bonus to probe scanning. And then in the mid slots we have a enduring tracking computer, which I typically just have the optimal range script equipped, but there is also a tracking speed script in the cargo bay as well, so you can switch to that if you need it, but typically I just use the optimal range script. And then we have a compact sensor booster, so we can put either a targeting range script or a scan resolution script. Now when I'm doing the Serpentis hideaways and refuges and that kind of stuff, then I use the scan resolution script basically, and that's to be able to lock the targets a lot faster, because the frigates typically explode in 1 or 2 shots with this ship with using antimatter. So but if I'm in a DD 3 out of 10, then I'll switch to a targeting range script, so then my targeting range increases. As you can see here, it increases to, what is it, about 94 kilometers or so. So if I'm being damped by like a bunch of frigates in those sites, then my targeting range will still be enough so that I can lock them and shoot at them. So that's really recommended to have that module equipped there. And then we have a 5mm compact microwarpdrive. I might also be able to use other microwarpdrives like the cold gas enduring or cold gas microwarpdrive, or the quadly, or whatever it's called, the other 5mm microwarpdrive. You might be able to use those there as well. It's not, the compact one is not 100% necessary, I think. But then in the low slots we have 2 of these magnetic field stabilizers, Tech 2 just to give our guns more DPS, And then we have a coprocessor Tech 2 because this fit is a bit CPU hungry, and the ship itself doesn't have that much CPU to start off with. And then we also have a small processor overclocking unit Tech 2, which gives us more CPU. And then we have 2 of these Ionic field projectors Tech 2, which increases our targeting range. So that's pretty much it for this fit. Let's take a look at a DED 3 out of 10 that I did with this one. It went pretty well and I got a really good drop at the end of it, so check that out.
Warp drive active.
So the strategy with this ship is to quickly get out of the range of the NPCs by using the Microwarpdrive and then blast them away with the railguns. Destroy the sentry guns first and then cruisers because they have longer range on their weapons. In Serpentis sites especially, there are a lot of sensor dampening frigates and stuff, so if they damp you a lot, switch to the targeting range script on your sensor booster. If you're in a Garista site, they may use ECM on you, so switch to the ECCM script.